All right, everybody, welcome back. This is Word with Ty Brownlow. I'm your host, Ty Brownlow. And remember, no one is worthless. No story is worthless. And today, ladies and gentlemen, I have a very special guest. Some very special guests for you. I just won, man, 3. So let me give you a couple of words about my guest. Investment, finance, collective, empowerment. All the way from the ATL, Atlanta, Georgia. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the Capital Gains Investment Group.
Hey, give it up for ourselves.
Hey, man, look, as I said before, I love it. I love it when my black people can come together and, do something creative and something, positive, for themselves and generations to come. So let me just introduce everybody, to let you all know who we got here. All right, and we just got our 4th person. All right, here we go. No problem. You came right on time. All right. So we have Mr. Kwame Stover. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
All right. I'm great. Miss Erica Brown. How are you?
How you doing?
All right, man. She just
I'm fine. How are you?
That's all right. That's okay, man. Welcome to the show. We have
Thank you.
Elise and Elise Benton. How are you all?
All right.
How you doing?
Thank you for having us.
Hey, man, thank you all for coming, all right? So let me just jump right into it. My first question to you all is, what got you all interested in coming up with your own investment group, and what are your backgrounds regarding finance?
So we got together. So 3 of us were actually in the military. So I met Erica when we was in school, and one day we were just talking about finances, and she's telling me she had a business, and then we kind of went our separate ways. But we were both from Fort Bragg in North Carolina, and then we both went to Korea together. So we would always miss each other in passing. But then when I told her, I'm coming back to Bragg, and then she was in Hawaii, so I was like, okay, well, we missed it again. One day she called me and she was like, what is that thing you be doing with investing? I said, I do something called stock options. And she was like, what's that? I was like, well, it's like stocks, but it's different. You make more money. It's a little more risky, but you make a lot more money with it. And she's like, well, show me exactly how to do it. So the very next day, the market was open. I showed her exactly what to do. Mm-hmm. From that day on, she called me every day for like a week. We did some trades. And then she's like, hold on, my sister want to talk to you. From that conversation, it went from, we should have look, she was like, I see you post every day. You're helping people making money. You gotta start doing this for free. And I was like, well, I like helping people. She was like, no, what you're doing is special. And you should monetize off this some way. Even if it's not a lot, you gotta figure it out. They helped me figure it out.
And here we are. All right.
Here we are.
For real. Like, and it's so funny, you all being from the Georgia area. I did a story just to, veer off for a second. I did a story not too long ago from 2 ladies who are not far from Atlanta who purchased all the land. And they were talking about what, it took to get people to come together and it wasn't that hard. So basically, from what I'm hearing, Atlanta is the place to be, man. So wherever I'm at, it's good to Atlanta.
If you look like us, this is a place to be. I'm trying to move here. I'm trying to move here next month.
All right. Okay. So, let me ask, how can you all help those of low economic, socio-economic status? Like, I don't have a lot of money, but man, I want to make some money, but I don't have a lot of money. How can I make some money?
I mean, basically with stock options, you don't need to have a lot of money. I mean, you can literally purchase a contract for $20 and make $200 on that contract. It's a lot of specifics that go into it, when you're looking at the stats, the gamma, the theta, the delta, and other things that's in there. But with us, we teach you how to trade. We're not just saying, hey, give us your money and we're throwing you to the wolves. We're actually teaching you. We're holding you hand by hand, walking you through step by step, teaching you how to do this. So, and you're not going to get that with a lot of people, because a lot of people, for one, they don't want to give you their time. For 2, they have this mentality of, I want it all for myself, and we're not really trying to help because I got mine, you go get your own. But we're not like that. We know generational wealth for us, it's a lot, and it means a lot, for our families and our kids' families and their kids' families. So like I said, you don't need a lot of money to do this. You can start with $100 and make a lot of money and build your account that way.
And just to piggyback off what she's saying, we're one of the few groups. We're just not like she said, we're just not an alert service. We're not just telling you what calls to play. Like she said, we're actually going through, helping you. We're coaching you. We're almost like an online virtual class, because we're showing you. And we're also one of the few groups that we do the research to find the small plays that can help you build your account. We don't just play the Tesla, the Amazons, the Alibaba. We actually do research to help to start people off with small accounts, such as like say American Airlines. That's a small play right now, right? And you can make a lot of money on that play. So that's what we do, and that's what we specialize in, and I think that's what gives us the advantage over everybody else.
Okay.
And to go off of that too, we actually started our group in that aspect of smaller account sizes, like, because we knew if we started it now, we knew that a lot of people that we were trying to target wouldn't have a lot of money anyway. So our audience that we actually targeted was for people to have smaller accounts and build those accounts to make more money. So that was the audience that we targeted. And now with our group, because at first our group was just all small plays. Now we have small plays, now we got big plays, and now when we got something that called well plays, like the Teslas and the Alibabas, the Amazons and stuff like that. So we have multiple categories that you can choose from when it comes to, purchasing anything when it comes to our everything that we're doing right now.
Man, look, let me just tell you, I'm not an investor, but just sitting back hearing you all talk about.
Whoa. You're not an investor. We're going to get you signed up before this interview. We gonna get you right.
Hold on. To your point, I'm going to jump ahead of you. I checked out the site. All right. So look here. On board with Ty Brownlow, we do our homework over here. So,
that's what it is. Yeah.
I didn't already, but you jumped the ground, let me get it.
My bad.
But no, I do like that concept, because as I said, I'm not an investor, but I watch the stock market. I like certain things. I buy certain things. I watch people, you know what? I wouldn't buy that, but you all are wearing that? Oh, okay. Well, that must be what's hot in the streets right now. You know what?
Mm-hmm.
Let me get that, So, those are things that I pay attention to. So doing an interview like this, talking to you all and how you all came up with your business and all that just, hey, look, go see these people. Holler at them. For real. I'm going to holler at them. So y'all should holler at them too. There you go. All right. Now, you all started your company not that long ago during a world pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay? All right. So let me just specify. They just started the company in October. It's now, the end of the year, and man, they're making some money. So not only have you all made some strides, over 250 members, but collectively you've raised, you all have made over what, 500K?
It's more towards 800,000 now.
Okay, well, my fault, y'all. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So, but I mean, still, like, man, the bottom line is, how do you get people to invest in your vision? Like, how do you get people to see what you see?
So the first thing I tell people is, in this pandemic, if you did not learn a trade or some other way to get money outside of your corporate business, you did yourself a disjustice. Because if you notice, the corporations, they downsized, they got paid for that. It's 17 million people out of the jobs. It was 853,000 more people reported today, and it was really supposed to be reported at 730,000, right? This is something that's recession-proof. It's a lot. It is a lot at the beginning. But if you take the time to learn this and you do your due diligence and put the time in, this is something that can create income from you, and all you're doing is sitting behind a computer.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. I love it. So, if there's been any challenges along the way, what has...
Well, on your phone.
Well, I would say the biggest challenge is, just letting everybody know that it is a lot to learn. And since the group has grown so quickly, it's harder for us to get to everybody with quick response time, because the group has grown so quickly. But I would think that is one of the biggest challenges. and just getting everybody to be patient, because, you know, when you first drop into the group, you see a lot of people posting their testimonies and they're making a lot of money. And some people want to make that money as soon as they drop in, but they're not realizing that those people that are making those $1,000, $4,000 plays, $29,000 in one day plays have been in the group for over 2-3 weeks. So they've already taken that time to learn so that they can be trading at that efficiency.
Okay, all right. Erica, is there anything you want to add to that?
I think he hit it spot on when it comes to that. I think that would be the biggest disadvantage that we do have. Because that'd be anybody. You first coming into a group and you see testimonial gains. I made $1,000 in one day. You're trying to figure out, okay, when am I going to make $1,000 in one day? Not knowing that this person has been with us for a little over a week, 2 weeks already. That's probably the biggest disadvantage that we do have. And like he's saying, we got so many people now, and we have so many people constantly sending us direct messages all the time. So it's just like, it's really hard to keep up with responding to everybody like so quick, because we're not in the business of getting you in our group and be like, okay, well, you know, we're in a group, so that's okay, that we're good now. We ensure that we strive on that to make sure that everybody is comfortable and everybody knows exactly what they're doing. We do a lot of beginner classes. We do a lot of question and analysis classes. We do it over and over and over again. So just make sure that people know everything. We go on live every morning for, hey, you got a question? Like, this is the time to answer your extra questions. If you don't feel comfortable, you can just just DM us and we'll answer your questions directly. We do everything. So we do a lot.
Like it.
And we even specialize in cryptocurrency. So a lot of people, don't know a lot about cryptocurrency, and that is the new wave. That's the new future. So we hands on with that. And actually, we have a class when we're done with this interview.
You need to
teach
on.
Cryptocurrency.
And with that being said, I know no other group is teaching cryptocurrency.
So, innovate. They're doing things no one else is doing. They're helping people make some money, generational wealth, and they for us. They buy us.
Yeah. Facts.
Okay. So look, if people need to get in contact or want to get in contact with you all, and they want more info or they want help, how can they do so?
You can reach us at the same time. Yeah.
I mean, we got our Instagram pages. We got, our Capital Gains Investment page on Facebook. We got a Capital Gains Investment page on Instagram. Mm-hmm. We don't really market our personal Instagram pages like that. We pretty much just market Facebook Capital Gains Investment page and Instagram Capital Gains Investment page.
And our IG is @1capital_gains, and that's the number 1 capital_gains. That's our IG page.
All right.
Look, and
we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see him. I mean, man, we over here making money, y'all. So, I love it. I just can't say that enough. I love it. So let me just ask you all this. This has been 2020. A lot of people can say a lot of stuff about 2020, but I'm going to put a different spin on it. Like, if you can take a positive from the year of 2020, what one positive you can take from this year?
I think my biggest positive for me is.
Go ahead.
Oh, so my positive for me is generational wealth, passing down to our kids. Being able to have our kids learn something and they could pass this down to their kids. That's the biggest thing for me. That's I can't stress that enough. Being able to make sure that I can leave something for my kids, and my kids can learn what I've learned, and they can understand this craft better than I do right now, and they can pass it down to their kids too. That's the biggest positive thing I have for that one.
Who else?
That's the same thing I was going to say, honestly. And honestly, generational wealth to me is key. But my second one I would say is really meeting Kwame, because if I wouldn't have met Kwame, then I feel like me and my husband and my sister, we would still be, I I know for a fact I wouldn't be into the stocks right now. I wouldn't be into cryptocurrency right now. And when you have a person that's already on that caliber and that's already doing it for so long, so many of us have always had this crab in the bucket mentality to where they don't want to help and they don't feel like they need to help. So when you find somebody like Kwame that doesn't care and he's trying to bring you with him and he wants to help you as well, that to me is like bigger than that. It's big. And I tell him all the time, I appreciate you. You know, I mean, he's one of the most humble people that I know that's at that status already a millionaire from cryptocurrency. And he didn't have to let us ride on his coattail to learn all of this, you know, and generational wealth for my kids.
Okay, see, Kwame, man, they giving you your flowers now, man. Kwame for mayor, y'all. Kwame. All right, man. There we go. But let me just say, once again, I'm gonna say this a trillion more times. I love what you all are doing because, I mean, like, pretty much, at least like you just said, you didn't know anything about all of this, you know, and it wasn't until you met someone, hey, you know what? Let me show you a little, you know, man, I can show you how to do this. And then they broke it down to you in the way that you can understand. And now, man, you bring everybody else in, and now everyone else is, you know, man, we're all eating. And I think that's the, you know, each one teach one, you know, mentality that we should have, but sometimes, you know, life gets in the way.
Yeah.
So, but this brings us to our last question, and I'm kind of sad because I like sitting here talking to y'all, you know, especially talking about money. But what is the one word that best describes you and why? And I'm gonna start down here with this Eric. What is the one word that best describes you and why?
Who did he say first?
You.
I'm ambitious. I mean, it's a lot of words for me. I don't think I can say one word. I'm ambitious. I'm passionate about stuff. I'm passionate about a lot of stuff. I'm hungry. I mean, I'm a go-getter. So I'm humble too. So I mean, it's a lot of words that I can say. But
seriously, like, you know, how many times do we really have to talk about ourselves in a positive way? We don't really get it. So when I ask people this question, they always like, just one. Yes, you have to pick one. I know there's a million, but I'm gonna pick one. All right, so I'm gonna go with Kwame. Kwame for mayor. What's the one word?
The one word I probably say I'm blessed. I mean, I'm fortunate enough to go through what I've been through growing up. I've been in foster care, homeless shelters. You know, I grew up poor. To be able to learn a skill and to meet like-minded people and to be able to pass on that skill to people that's going to change their families' lives. Like when I say we have over 250 people signed up, you know, we're not just saying that they're making money, we're changing 250 families' lives forever. And that legacy is always going to be because they wanted to learn the skill and we're giving them an opportunity to learn. We're very transparent with everything that we do. That's the best part about us. Like, I literally show my phone and my screen and show people step by step how to do things because some people feel like if it's too good to be true, it's a scam, right? So, I mean, I literally show them step by step exactly our process. And I think my transparency is what makes me feel so blessed.
There we go. I'm gonna move it right along to Miss Elise. Miss Elise, what's your word?
I would say perseverance for me.
Okay.
That's me. What?
My word.
I'm sorry.
Pass the dictionary.
Honestly, I would say perseverance, really, because just like him, I had a rough childhood too. And I really didn't have a lot coming up. And for me, and it's crazy, I was just having this conversation with my husband on the way back to the house. I mean, that me and my sister, we had to go through a lot. So, and I could never see myself here in a million years. And we've persevered so much, you know, having to join the military. And that was just, for me, that was my way out of my situation. And it was one of the best decisions I could have made. So perseverance for me, that's me all day.
And brother, I know you stole your word.
Yeah.
We can talk about that now, you know.
Hey,
But
hey, Mo, just go ahead and just say resilient.
I'm relentless.
Okay, all right.
I'm relentless, brother.
bring it home, tell us.
Nah, I'm relentless, man, because it ain't nothing you can tell me that you can't tell me I can't do something and I not do it. You point me in a direction, I'm all in. I'm going hard. I work hard. I'm head down. I'm relentless. I'm like a lion hunting for his prey. You ain't gonna stop. So I'm relentless.
Okay. Well, you know what? I got one word for all of y'all. Champions. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna use that word. Because basically, man, you all are delivering something, you know, to people that they desperately need, you know, and man, that's knowledge and that's generational wealth. So, man, if you all can find it, you know, within yourselves to take the knowledge and everything that you've learned, man, leadership from my man Kwame Stover over here, and then you know, everything together and bring it to the people. Champions, man, nothing else for me to say. I'm gonna drop this mic. Boom. You know what I'm
Appreciate you, man.
I appreciate
Man, look, I just thank you all for coming on the show and really talking to the people. Man, please sign up on the website. I know y'all hear me talking, but man, I really do back up my words. I am gonna go sign up on the website.
Hey. Look forward to that.
I know what it is. Okay, so it's all good. But this has been Word with Ty Brownlow. I am your host, Ty Brownlow, and remember, no one is worthless. No story is worthless. You can follow me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube at Word with Ty Brownlow. Follow me on Twitter, Ty Brownlow TV. Or man, just go to my website, tybrownlow.com. Get this great interview along with other great interviews. People, Capital Gains Investment Group. Thank you all. We out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you for having us.
Thank you.